Doom. I find myself reveling in its simplicity. I'm not in some nameless third world war-torn environment playing duck and shoot with some preteen shit stain on the West Coast, nor am I having to endure a self-important social commentary oh so cleverly hidden within a science fiction setting. No, I'm just walking around with my BFG reducing demonic figures to piles of ultra-chunky crimson poo. And to think that parents groups hated this game upon its release, although the countless first-person shooter/war simulators available today are perfectly acceptable. I find the hypocrisy almost astounding. However, my favorite first-person shooter has been, and probably always will be, Quake. What first attracted me to this game wasn't its praise or id Software's impressive track record, but its soundtrack. Yeah, created by none other than Nine Inch Nails frontman Trent fucking Reznor. Now, to say that I'm a Nine Inch Nails fanatic is, well, it's pretty goddamn fair. It isn't enough to own the North American CD release of the Downward Spiral. No, you gotta have the LP, the 180-gram vinyl re-release, the dual disc, and deluxe editions, as well as the cassette. And I still don't own every fucking version of this album. Not by a long shot. What was I talking about? Oh, Quake. So how does it hold up on the Saturn? Very well, if you ask me. Unlike Alien Trilogy, this game is 100% 3D. Items and enemies aren't 2D pixel-based cutouts. No sir, even more mind-blowing, we have light sourcing and transparencies. I turn something into a party favor, it sends bloody chunks flying. If I should happen to be near water, said chunks come splashing down. Quake had me at hello. Now it's just made me a sandwich. The Saturn version sports 4 bonus maps, and, oddly enough, it's the only port of Quake that I know of to be rated T for teen. This game isn't exactly Tomb Raider. How the hell did they manage that one? Whatever. Unfortunately, there's no multiplayer option. This doesn't bother me so much, but it does kinda suck considering it's available on almost every other port. The controls are great so long as you're rocking the 3D controller. Yeah, that UFO that came with Knights back in the day. Using the standard controller is passable, but it yearns for an analog stick. Seriously, find that UFO and don't you let it go. I know I haven't mentioned the story yet, but I have a perfectly good reason for that. It doesn't fucking matter. No, I'm not being lazy here. Well, sort of. The story seldom, if ever, makes its presence really known to us. The story was printed in the manual, and that's where it is now, much like Shadow Squadron. Is this a serious problem, though? Not for me. If you're looking for a deep and involving narrative to hold your interest, I suggest you look elsewhere. But if you want an experience that demands very little from you other than quick reflexes and a fondness for killing mythical creatures with axes and grenade launchers in a Lovecraftian environment, look no further. Quake will blow you, swallow, then kiss you afterwards. Metaphorically speaking, of course.